Good morning, everybody. Let me move away from that noisy darn truck here. Well, we started cutting our soybeans. We've made it to this wonderful day in October, not a cloud in the sky. It's pretty good, but we've got a breakdown this morning, and we got to run down to the dealership and get ourselves some parts. So we got the truck out. We're ready to head down there. So, yeah, let's get to it. After I shut my truck off and start it back up, apparently. Anyway, yeah, it's just a chain. They've got the couple of boxes sitting out at the dealership that we need for the parts that we're going to need. So we're going to head down there and get those. Shouldn't take us too terribly long. You know, it's a pretty good little journey down there to the shop. It's the only thing is we're not that close. And, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So far we've had actually a pretty good run. Minor little breakdown like this, something we can fix pretty readily and pretty easily. So, not a huge ordeal. I was checking around the neighborhood. There was a farm that was vacant there for a little while that recently has seen some activity. So I've thought about checking in with them, just welcoming them to the neighborhood and see how they're doing. So we might do that on our way back. But anyway, I'm going to cut this for right now, and we'll see you when we get down to the shop. All right, everybody. Well, we're making it down here. We'll go ahead and pull in here, and we'll get up to the dealership. It's not a bad little dealership for us. They usually have parts in stock. We've already paid for it, and the guy said he's going to set the boxes outside the door. And sure enough, there's our 2 boxes. So I'm going to hop out and grab them, get them back in the pickup, and we'll see here in just a moment. Alrighty, that was simple enough. We got our boxes, our chains are in there. Now we can go back and fix ourselves up here. Like I said, we're going to stop over at this other farm. You know, I really hadn't paid attention. I ain't been around here too much, but I've noticed there's been quite a bit of activity going on over here for the couple of times I had to come down this way. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's just check in and see if we've got some new neighbors down here. Looks like I got a pretty nice grass field out front. Yeah, look at there. They've got a nice little field. Pretty nice place, I'll tell you. Well, look at that old gator. Wow, you don't see them very much anymore. I hope they don't mind me coming up here, but you know, most time farmers don't. They're pretty nice. It looks like somebody's out here. Looks like they're out in the field working at the moment here. We'll pull up here to the edge of the field and see if we can get a chance to talk to them. I'm sure they'll, looks like they're doing soybeans like we are. I'm sure once they finish up, they'll see somebody up here. And when they get a full bin, they'll come up here and say hello. Or at least I hope so. I don't want to interrupt them while they're trying to get work done, you know. But looks like they're almost done. So, yeah. Not a bad place here. That's a pretty good sized field. That's about like one of our big fields. What does that look like? An old gleaner? Yeah, it kind of looks like an old gleaner. They got a nice old Ford truck over here. Not a bad place at all. Nice little cattle farm, similar to what we've got. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. By golly, that is an old gleaner. Sure looks like one anyway. Interesting. Must have a full bin. They're coming up in. Either that or just checking to see who's out here. Well, maybe. Oh, powering down. Oh, coming out to say hello.
Well, hello there.
Howdy there. I see a new face out here on this farm. I had to stop by and say hello. I been kind of quiet around here for a long time, so always nice to see someone new in the community.
Yeah, I'm for sure new around here. My family isn't though. My grandpa's place. He's actually retiring. Just he's getting up there in age. It's hard for him to get in and out of equipment. So I come down to see if I can learn and just take over and do him justice and do proud for him.
Well, that seems like a pretty good deal. You got quite a nice little farm here, I see. Uh, how's your soybeans yielding? Pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Well, that's
They're looking
good.
pretty nice.
I see you got an old gleaner out there. Man, that thing looks like maybe it's had a few years on it.
A couple, but it still purrs like a kitten. It's doing really good.
Well, long as it's
I'm
still working, I mean that's all that matters.
Yep, I'm new to farming, so I'm still getting the hang of equipment. So I some of the stuff I got around here I don't know, and some of the things around here I do know, but I'm just learning as I go.
All right. Well, hey, if you need any help, have any questions about anything out here, I'm just across the river from you, up to the north. Uh, you're more than welcome at any given time. Stop by, say hello. I'm going to be looking for somebody to possibly help me here soon with my harvest. I've got a corn harvest and soybeans that need to be got out of the field. If you're interested, you know, come up, maybe run the grain cart for me for a while or something. Up to you.
Alrighty. Yeah, yeah. Uh, if you're willing to teach me and help me out, yeah, I'd be honored to.
I'd be glad to
You know.
do what I can and teach you what I know. I'm not going to swear that I know everything, but I'll try.
Alrighty. Well, if while we're on the topic and everything, if you don't mind keeping an eye out for me, he's got a piece of corn ground over there, and I don't have any corn harvesting equipment. So if you happen to have any leads, just give me a give me a little tip. I'm trying to get it figured out, and I just can't haven't found anything yet.
Alrighty. Well, I'll tell you what. Earlier today, I was opening up my field before I had my little breakdown. I had to get a part over here at the dealership. I found some old equipment that was abandoned. I assume they just quit using it because they got newer stuff. Maybe wasn't worth trading in. But I do have an old Minneapolis Moline combine I found. Uh, if you're interested in it, it's got a corn header on it, and I think it's dedicated just for corn. I'm sure we could work something out with it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Uh, I'll let you get to finishing up your bean harvest. I'm going to head home, get my combine going. Um, why don't you just text me here in a little bit? I'll give you my number here. Text me, and I'll send you directions to my house, and you can pop up there and have a look at it. If it's worth fixing up, I'll help you get it fixed up. You can use it. If it's not, then we'll keep an eye out for you. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
All righty.
Uh,
Well, happy harvesting. Good to meet you. And yeah, I'll just look for a text from you later.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan, and thank you.
Not a problem. Glad to be of help. You have a good one now.
Oh, I'll try. You too.
Will do. Well, there's a nice new neighbor we get to meet. And yeah, I got some stuff to show you guys. I didn't realize it was up in there, but in that little tree area across from the house, buried in the bushes, is some old equipment. We're after harvest, we're gonna dig that out of there and see what's in there, and maybe it's something we want to keep, clean up, whatever. So, yeah, we'll have to check on that. Yeah, I hope this gentleman stops by. I if I can help him out, he's taking over, wants to try to make a go of things. I'm all for that. We all have to start somewhere, so that works out. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drive back to the farm, and I will see you back there. Well, everybody, I got the new chain on and got everything tightened up, and it's looking really good. I think we're going to be all right. Got everything put away, and we're going to get back to it. I did get a message here a little bit ago from the gentleman we met, old Fred. He's going to come up here after bed. He said he's going to finish up, and then he'll be up here. I dropped him a pin so he knew how to get up here, and sent him a text message explaining it. So he should be up a little bit later. But for the meantime, we're going to get right back to it. We have got to get to harvesting. We're a little behind, but not bad. I think we're going to be okay now that we got that new chain on here. We'll see. Yep, it engaged all right. Sounds pretty good. Let's dive into these soybeans again and see what we come up with. So far, the yield has been pretty good. It's not been the greatest, but it's been pretty good. It seems to be pulling in fairly nicely, filling up nicely. Well, when that gentleman comes up here, we'll go look at that stuff up in the trees. I'll save that surprise for when we get to that point. But yeah, I see I've got a whole bunch of weeds over there in my wheat that I planted. I'm going to have to rectify that. I guess I'm going to have to call the co-op here and have them come out and give it a good spray. Because, I can't be having all them weeds in there. But I guess it could be worse. Could be quite a bit worse. Got quite a pretty good sized field here of beans. I'm impressed with the size of it, but it is what it is. Well, anyway, I'm going to get to cutting. I'm going to throw in a time lapse. See you guys here in just a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, we are just cutting away here. We seem to be doing pretty good on this field. This time we're gonna cut around this patch one more time. Got a couple of whoop-de-doos in this field and then this big tree area. And you can kind of see something's back in there, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. Right now, I'm more concerned about getting these soybeans out of the field at the moment. But yeah, they're coming in really good. We're actually doing darn good on this here. I do believe we're going to have a pretty good yield out of this. I don't know if it's going to be the greatest ever. Yeah, remember in my other episodes, you've seen those big old ditches. Man, that one, That's just like somebody scooped the earth out with an ice cream scoop, let me tell you. Yeah, that's something else. That is something else. Oh, wow. Probably a good thing I'm making another pass up and around here. Probably need it. But, yeah, it's some pretty dense forest. I'd hate to see what else is back in there. If there's some... I wouldn't care to guess if there's any ditches or gullies inside that area. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. It's just... We move on, we keep going, and we just enjoy. Let's see, we're getting mighty full here. I can see she's starting to lumber a little bit left and right. So we're just going to try to make it down that side over there. I'd like to get the majority of this cut while I can. I'd like to get this done today. I think we can. I don't know. But I definitely would like to get as much of this cut as I can. Because, you know, we still got the corn over there that needs to be cut. Now, it's not as big of a field as this is, but, you know, it's all right. It'll give us plenty to do. Let's see here. All right, back down this edge. Yeah, we're getting really full. I just don't want my soybeans spilling out the front of the trailer. Looks like somebody's coming down the road, I think. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, I bet that's Fred, the gentleman we met earlier. Yep, there he is. He's coming down the road. Well, hopefully he realizes he'll have to come back down to this lower area to catch me. I'm going to come down here and unload. I hope he sees that, turns around, and comes back. Well, maybe that wasn't Fred. I don't know. Oh. Started spilling soybeans over the top. Just wasn't paying attention very good. Guess I have to come down here and get this unloaded real quick. Have to get this unloaded here. Alrighty. Don't want to get too close. Don't want to pop the tire on my trailer. That wouldn't be a good deal. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that is him. Okay. Well, I'm going to let this unload, and let's go have a chat with him, shall we? I got that close. Well, Fred, I see you made it down here. How you doing?
No, not bad.
I
would have made better time, but I took a few wrong turns. Due to the territory.
Understandable, understandable. I was kind of surprised to see you brought the old gator down there. Must be a pretty good running old thing.
Yes. Get to feel all Mother Nature's beauty right there. Wind in the face.
And the bumps under the butt.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Don't smile too much. You get bugs in between the teeth.
Yes, yes. Well, that just adds character, yes.
Makes me look like I worked harder.
I'm going to let this unload. I'll take you up there and show you that combine real quick. And then if you got time, I'll have you help me. Oh, it's ready. Sir. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way real quick. So just give me a minute here.
Yep. Here, I'll stand out of the way.
All right. Alrighty. Well, let's run up there and I'll show you where it is.
Alrighty.
We'll just cut across the beans here. They're pretty good. I've got a nice stand this year, but boy, have I got a lot of work to get done, let me tell you.
Yeah. I thought I had a big field that I was taking over for Grandpa. This is massive.
Well, this is just one of many. So I kind of bought this place after being somewhere else. Kind of watch yourself as you come through these darn bushes. Man, these are thick. But, oh, here we are. We just suddenly popped out into all this old equipment out here.
Okay.
There's old cultivator here. I mean, I looked it over a little bit. There's, a couple old tractors I'm going to try to redo. Here's that Minneapolis Moline right there. There's an old John Deere seeder, old drill right here. Looks like it's in pretty rough shape, but it would, I bet it would still work. And then there's an old Massey Ferguson 87 combine buried back in here. I'd be curious to see get that old girl running again,
Yeah, technology has come quite the ways.
Yeah.
Hey, while we're talking, do you have any plans for the cedar here?
Oh.
I know it's in rough shape, but I honestly don't have a cedar. Grandpa
Oh.
sold the one he had.
Well, no, I don't. I've got a newer cedar. I really don't have a use for it. I mean, I'm sure we could come up with something. First we're gonna have to look at this Minneapolis, get it out of here by the looks of it, and then maybe some of this other stuff we'll have to drag out. But let's come around here to the front of this. Boy, we're gonna have to cut some of these bushes down. Looks like, but
Just a little bit.
Yeah, there's a way over here up into the cab if you want to hop up in the cab. Oh, I don't. Is it unlocked? Hang on a minute. Wait right here. I'm going to grab a key. I'll be right back. I do have some old keys. I bet you that's what it goes to. Be right back with you. Fred, are you back in there? I kind of see the top of your head through the bushes. I got the key here. Let me hop up here and I'll... Oh, that bush got me. Unlock it here real quick. Okay, hop up in there real quick and we'll see if we can do anything with it. I'd say, man, I don't know if the battery'd be any good on this or not. Try to start it.
All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, shut her down. Shut her down. Oh, boy. We're going to have to drag this over. I think there's something inside there. I'm amazed it even started. Let's be honest. I think we're going to have to drag it back over to the shed up there. We'll have a closer look because there was... Boy, you should have seen the black smoke coming out of her. It was bad.
Alrighty.
Man, it might just be from sitting here too, but... Well, let's, I guess... We'll drag it out later. I need to get my harvest finished. That's for sure. You want to help out on the harvest a little while?
Oh, there you are. Yeah,
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah, you kind of have to get lost in there coming out of there, let me tell you.
Yep, I'm a little bit short.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm there with you. Well, I'll tell you what. Do you know how to run an Agco, a Deutz Alice?
Don't know what a Deutz Alice is.
Well, it's Deutz Alice was after Alice Chalmers. That's when Deutz bought out Alice Chalmers, and they made it in the Alice Chalmers color. But it was a Deutz tractor. It's an air-cooled engine. It's this one right here.
It does look kind of similar to Grandpa's old Alice.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's got a lot of the same features. The gear shift's a little bit different, but it's set up very, very similar to everything else probably you ever run before.
Okay.
But if you want to follow me in that and then bring it over here and dump it out, you're welcome to do so. Do you need any, I mean, it's pretty simple once you're up there in the cab. You know, it's pretty standard setup. Hydraulic levers. The first lever opens and closes the slide. Second lever raises and lowers the boom. And yeah, you just drive it back and forth down here to the... When I'm full of grain, you just pull up beside me. I'll dump off onto there, and then you can bring it down to the truck. That work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
But by chance, do you have any radio or anything in there to talk,
Yes, I
or
do.
just be careful?
I do have a CB if you have questions on anything. It's up there in the corner and it goes directly over to the combine and the trucks. So, long as you're inside the vehicle, I have a CB and I can talk with you.
Okay.
And I can
Alrighty.
tell you
Oh,
when I'm getting full too. But you can sit in there in the AC and, just kind of relax and I'll get to harvesting away here.
alrighty, and I'll just take it nice and slow and kind of get a feel for it. That way I don't mess something up.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Take your time. Okay. Well, that's going to be nice having somebody to help out there a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and let's just dive right back into it here. And we're going to get to cutting. We have got quite a bit to get done. See, now we can focus on the far end of the field and get it worked back this way a little bit more. So that'll work out just fine. And this will give him a chance to drive something different, something new. That's anybody that's been with me for a while knows that old Deutz Alice. It's a good running machine. Amazing those air cooleds run so well. Oh, there I can see him in my mirror pulling around. Let's see if he's on the CB. Hey, Fred, you got your ears on?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. All righty. Well, hey, if you want to, go ahead and empty that cart into the semi.
Alrighty.
And then when you get that done, I'm going to stay down on the far side of this field, and we'll kind of whittle that back this direction. So just come on down to the far side.
Okay.
All righty. Well, we got him set up, and yeah. Boy, look at that stuff come in. Well, we're only 20% full, so it'll be a while here, We're just working on getting things done. That's all that matters at the moment. It is nice to have a little bit of help. I will admit that. It is pretty darn nice to have some help. We've been needing it. Boy, it would have been nice when we had that. We're doing this backfield back here. That oats that we did. But, yeah, it'll work out pretty darn good, I think. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse this again. We'll see you guys here in a little bit. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Well, we've been running up and down the field pretty good. Fred's been a real big help to me. I even let him run the combine for a little bit. I'll have to ask him what he thought about it. He hopped back in and went right back to carting for me. He's been doing a great job of keeping up. I haven't had to stop even once, and that is helping out quite a bit when it comes to getting this field really run in, you know. So big kudos to him. I'm going to, you know, I know he's doing a farming deal, but I think I'm going to offer him a job up here if he wants it, helping out whenever he can when he's not doing his own farming thing. So we'll have to see. Have to see what he says to that. Speaking of that, I better holler at him on the CB here and tell him on this next load down or run down, I need him to unload me. So hang on here, everybody. Hey, Fred, you got your ears on?
Yes, sir.
I am ready for about an unload time here. Getting up there about 80%. I'm probably at the bottom of this. Should be due for getting her undone. Or if you want to try to run beside me, you're welcome to.
Let's see if I can hold up with the big boys.
Alrighty, let's give her a try. I got her pegged right about 6 miles an hour. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, he's doing a nice job keeping up here, isn't he? Let's go ahead and stop down here for him. There we go. We'll just go ahead and unload this little bit here. Fred, I'm just going to sit here and let this unload. I think what's left in the field will fit in the combine, and I'll just dump it directly onto the semi. Go ahead and dump what you got on there onto the semi as well. I know we had to unload it one time, but if it needs unloaded, go ahead and run it up there and unload it again.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Well, let's see here. I am officially empty, so I'll let you go over there and get to it. Well, we ain't got much left. We're going to try to, hopefully we get this done pretty quick. We're going to try to get into the weeds up there and drag that combine out and have a look at it. I know he's just like me. He's got to get his corn done. So maybe we can get that out of there for him. His help has been very valuable today. So if that combine's in good condition and runs, it's his. I'm not even going to worry about it. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the rest of it drug out of there. I'd like to see what's in there. Maybe we can clean that area up a little bit, you know. We'll just have to wait and see. If we can clean it up, that would be great. Well, let's see. I'm going to guess semi must not have been full. So that's good. I see he's out of the tractor, so we'll catch with him here in just a few. But good, that means maybe we can get all of this that's left onto that semi and get it put away and socked in, and then we can get on to the fun stuff back there in the back. Well, I'll go ahead and cut it for a little bit, save my battery, and I'll see you guys when this is all said and done. We got everything kind of tidied up because we don't have that much left. I'll see you in a few. All right, I think that's got it. Oh, we drug all this out here, and I'm just finishing putting the oil in. We changed oil on this combine. It's what Fred needed here the worst. Fred, I'm going to throw this oil can down here. I'm going to have you hop up and start it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and hop up in there and give her a start. Let me get down. See how she runs now.
Clear?
Yep, clear. Oh, that's much nicer. Go ahead and lift the header up and down, see if that hydraulic change. Oh, that's much smoother. Much better. Okay, go ahead and leave it up, shut her off, and I'll have you power wash it here. That looks a lot better. Power washer's right outside the door. You can just come over here and start cleaning her up. Wash her down. We've been a little busy. We got all these old tractors out. We changed the oil and cleaned the filters and everything on this old Minneapolis. And we got the old John Deere. These two wouldn't start, so we drug them. This one we went ahead and drug with a 30-20. We got his drill in here. We're going to work on it a different day because it needs a couple of things. Nothing major. And then, believe it or not, the old Massey Ferguson, the old girl started right up and was able to be driven over here. Well, we had to cut the bushes back and everything, but that has everything out of there. Here's the old equipment that was over there as well. We're just going to try to clean it up eventually, but yeah, look at the old Massey. We'll do some work with it here and see what kind of shape it's in the future. I'm going to just park it in there a little bit later. By golly, that looks good, Fred. Look at how clean that looks. Wow. You can probably go turn that thing off now. I think you got it pretty good. That looks good. Wow. You think that'll do you for cutting your corn?
I think it will.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get this over to your place. I'll follow you in my pickup, and then I'll bring you back for your ATV. How's that sound?
Alrighty.
All right, well, go ahead and fire up, start heading to your place with it, and I'll get in the pickup and follow you. Well, that should have him set up pretty good. He'll have a real nice older combine. At least it'll get it done. I mean, it's, you know, it cleaned up pretty decent. It wasn't in terrible condition. And I think it was running when they parked it there. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. But at least I'll give him something that he can use. We'll hop in here. And, yeah. Back out. There he goes. And we'll just follow him over there. And that way I can bring him back and he can get his ATV. But, yeah, that'll work pretty darn good, let me tell you. You know, it's, in my opinion, that's pretty, you know, I'm sure it's not worth a whole bunch. And for the help he's done today, I'm more than willing to let him have that. It can just be his. But, yep, we'll just kind of keep going nice and slow behind him. And, I think we've made ourselves a new friend and someone that can really help us here on the farm. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.